Science Physics for Kids.
Kids should not perform these experiments without adult supervision.
In this experiment, we will learn about the suction force. Let's do a new science experiment today. Take a bowl. Take a cutter. Take a balloon. Take a plastic bottle. Take a jug filled with water. Take some food color. Take a plastic bottle. Cut it with the cutter. Take a balloon. Cut it with the cutter. Close the bottom of the bottle with the balloon. Keep the bottle aside. Take a bowl. Pour some water in it. Add few drops of yellow food color. Now place the bottle upside down in the water. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. This happens because a force acting on a fluid caused by difference in pressure between two regions, tending to make the fluid flow from the region of higher pressure to the region of lower pressure. In this experiment, we will make snake-shaped bubbles. Let's do an amazing science experiment. Take a cutter. Take a plastic bottle. Take a rubber band. Take a bowl with some liquid soap in it. Take a piece of fabric. Take the bottle. Now cut it with the cutter. Put the piece of fabric at the bottom of the bottle. Tighten it with the rubber band. Take a bowl with some liquid soap in it. Now dip the fabric into the liquid soap. Now try and blow air into the bottle from the mouth. Bubbles are formed because of the surface tension of water. Hydrogen atoms in one water molecule are attracted to oxygen atoms in other water molecules. When you blow air through your bubble snake maker, you are creating hundreds of tiny bubbles. As the air wiggles through the fabric, bubbles are continuously created. The bubbles get attached to each other when they come out of the fabric. In this experiment, we will learn to make homemade compass. Take a bowl filled with water. Take a cork. Take a needle. Take a piece of magnet. Take the bowl and put the cork in the water. Now take the needle and the magnet. Rub the magnet on the needle for some time. Rub it in only one direction. Now place the needle on the cork. You will observe that the needle turns to the north direction. You can try the experiment several times. When you rub the needle with your magnet, you leave residual magnetic material. The residual material magnetizes the needle itself. By floating this device on the water surface, you tend to remove a lot of friction. Once floating on the water, the Earth's magnetic field pulls the opposite poles of the needle. In this experiment, we will learn to make a tabletop kite. Take a stand. Take a pin. Take a magnet. Take a clip attached with a thread. Place the stand properly. Insert the pin. Cling the magnet to the iron rod. Now attach the thread to the pin. Now take the clip near the magnet. You can see that the clip gets attracted to the magnet. Take a sheet of paper. Take some glue. With the help of a cutter, cut it into a shape of a kite. Apply some glue on the kite. Take it near to the magnet. You will observe that the kite is attracted to the magnet. When paper clip is tied with a pin, the attraction causes it to move towards magnet. But the thread keeps it restricted to a certain length. If the thread is adjusted to right length, the magnet will keep attracting the clip, which then stays hanging in the air. In this experiment, we will learn to make balloon fountain. Take a plastic bottle. Take a drilling machine. Take a balloon. Take an air pump. With the help of the drilling machine, make a hole in the lower end of the bottle. Attach the balloon to the bottle. Place it inside the bottle. With the help of the air pump, try and inflate the balloon. Switch on the air pump. Seal the hole of the bottle with a tape. Take the lid off the bottle. Take a straw. Take some water. With the help of a screwdriver, make a hole in the lid. Place the straw in the lid. Now close the bottle with the lid. Now close the bottle with the lid. Remove the tape. You will see water coming out like a fountain. The balloon is easily inflated when there is a hole at the bottom of the bottle. Then we seal the hole and fill water in the balloon and close the bottle lid with straw attached to it. As soon as we remove the seal, air from outside comes back through the hole. The balloon gets deflated and we can see a fountain-like effect. In this experiment, we will demonstrate that clay will float or sink in water. Take the glass bowl. Take some water in a jug. Take some clay lump. Take a boat made out of clay. Take an empty glass bowl. Pour some water in it. Now put some clay lump in the water. You will observe that it sinks. With the help of tongs, bring the clay lump out. Now place the clay boat in the water. This happens because of density. Density is the amount of matter that is packed into an area. When the clay is rolled into a ball, its matter is packed into a very small area, which makes it very dense. Its density is higher than the density of water, so it sinks. When you remold the clay into a boat shape, you are changing its density by spreading the matter out over a large area, so it floats in water. In this experiment, we will learn that water is lighter than air. Take a plastic bottle. Take a cutter. Take a piece of mash. Take a rubber band. Take a jug filled with water. Take a piece of cardboard. Take a closed bottle. Place the mesh at the bottom of the bottle. Tighten it with the rubber. Place the bottle upside. Now pour water in the bottle from the mesh. Now place the cardboard on the mesh. Now gently remove the cardboard. You will observe that the water does not come out of the mesh. Try and move the bottle. Now open the lid of the bottle. The water doesn't fall through the mesh because there is no air pressure until we open the lid of the bottle. The water molecules hold on to the net and resist the effect of gravity. When we open the lid, the outside air pressure gets into the bottle and the water starts falling from the mesh. In this experiment, we will make hybrid rocket engine with pasta and hydrogen peroxide. Let's do an interesting experiment. Take some hydrogen peroxide. Take some dry yeast. Take a jar. Take a cap with the hole in the center. Take a pasta. Place the jar. Pour some hydrogen peroxide in the jar. Add some dry yeast with the help of a spoon. Now place the cap. Now place the pasta on the hole. With the help of a gas lighter, ignite the pasta. Thus, we made a hybrid rocket engine with pasta and hydrogen peroxide. The pasta rocket engine is a hybrid and uses pasta, a complex carbohydrate as fuel and oxygen as an oxidizer. The pasta is a tubular type like ziti and the oxygen source comes from hydrogen peroxide. The oxygen is liberated from the peroxide with any baking yeast, which contains an enzyme that catalyzes the production of the oxygen. The production of oxygen from hydrogen peroxide is exothermic and it becomes quite warm. In this experiment, we will learn about the wind energy. Let's do a wonderful experiment. Now take a wooden stick, take some glue, take a scissor, take a piece of paper, take a pin. Tap on the paper. Now cut the four corners with the help of a scissor. Put some glue in the center of the paper. Stick four ends to the glue. Now take a wooden candy stick. Place the paper on the stick. Now attach it with a pin. Take a table fan. Now bring the paper fan near the table fan. You will observe that the paper wheel will start rotating. This happens because when we place wind wheel in front of a fan, the wind wheel starts rotating because of the force. The force of wind exerted from fan rotates the wheel. In this experiment, we will learn to convert an ordinary dropper into Cartesian diver. Take a plastic bottle filled with water. Take a bowl filled with water. Take an eyedropper. Take a lid. Take a plastic bottle filled with water. Take a bowl filled with water. Take some water in the dropper. Put the dropper in the bottle. Close the lid. Press the bottom. You will observe that the dropper comes down. Squeezing the bottle caused the diver to sink because the increased pressure forces water up into the diver, compressing the air at the top of the eyedropper. This increases the mass and density of the diver, causing it to sink. Releasing it decreases the pressure on the air at the top of the eyedropper, and the water is forced back out of the diver.